Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you tryna do? Cause I'm open to it. I know that you missing, but you gon' get through it. I can help with it if you need that. Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need that.
It is a city that traditionally gets much less snow than its Buckeye State rival up in Cleveland, but we are under a thick blanket of the white stuff here at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd, and they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Lamar Miller, the ball carrier.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he is finally out of bounds, but not before taking it down inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. This is Miller. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 13 yards remaining on second down. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
A 50-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
All right, try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40. They go play action. Griffin. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A collegiate star here in the Buckeye State, it's J.K. Dobbins. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Looks like they've got 6 DBs on the field here for a 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Griffin. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 19-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Now Burrow on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Watch your slant. Watch your slant. Watch your slant. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. We got it.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake. Here's Griffin. That is caught at the 7. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with 1st down now. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
2
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Mike 40, check. He's coming. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. Check 52.
Now Burrow to throw on second down, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch tight ends right. Watch tight ends smash. Pull down. Mike's 40. Here we go, G.
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
Calais Campbell
2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
brings up second.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
On second down, here's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
For the Cincinnati Bengals. 1st and
6-0 our score after 1.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Ravens 6, Bengals nothing.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield now, Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Going deep downfield for Ross. John Ross, the one he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And shedding through the tackle. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
First down.
They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
He's going deep for Brown. And that is out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one, unsuccessfully.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. They run the counter. Dobbins, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. He can run for it, and he will. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards on that one, and a Raven first.
A gain of 16.
From down at the 12, it's first and 10. This time, Griffin will throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the lead now stands at 13.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. To return it, Darius Phillips. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
From the 28, it's second and 5.
48 for Mike. All day, every day, any day. Check smash. Motion out of the backfield.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Bengals on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted.
Picked off at the 36. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Now Tucker to add the PAT.
Extra point.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
The score, Ravens 20, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return, Phillips. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're
You don't
down.
want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, check. Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. Go, Mike forward, Mike forward. Got 19 tight.
Here's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Check. Read the word. Pick me up. Here we go. Check Mike 40. Check Mike 40.
Burrow will throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Mike 48.
1st down. Here's Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Get him, boy! Get him, boy!
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
He was brought down.
On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Burrow 1st down. This pass complete to Higgins. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the 1st as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. RG3 going to bring the Ravens up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And some room to work. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. Give him 42 yards on the ground. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Touchdown, Baltimore.
Miles Boykin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Bengals nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
48 Mike. 48 Mike. Let's go. Let's bring it.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chuck Clark able to... Get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. And where did this one go out? Not good. Let's see. They're going to say inside the 35-yard line.
At the 34-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
A first throw for the backup, Jackson. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
56 right there, 56. Hey, me and you all day, all day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He was taken down at the 22.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
It's no accident they've been moving the ball well all game long. This offensive line has done an excellent job adapting to everything the defense is throwing at them and creating holes for their runners.
Jackson on first down. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
A gain of 9.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. Again, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They're going on 4th down. It's Griffin. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And this offense is running away with this one. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. The false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it's a 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Going deep downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into this lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10.
This time Jackson will throw it. Man open left side is Brown. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From the gun, it's Jackson. And it'll be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
19-yard line.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
So this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
A 1st down carry down for Miller. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd down, Burrow.
And now Burrow going to be intercepted yet again.
Picked off at the 28, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And a quick throw here. That's complete.
Jackson.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
That 1st down completion only netted them 3. 2nd and 7. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
30-yard line.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Oh, and the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. He'll have the win at his back here in the fourth quarter. And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good. And this score will stay right where it is. 34. Well, they can probably live with that with this late lead in the fourth quarter. That's one of the few things that's gone wrong.
You're exactly right. This one was well in hand. That kick there was more for cosmetics, to add to their score. Not getting it, that shouldn't harm them at all.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Incomplete. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Calais Campbell has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. An excellent run of 22 yards on the keeper and also a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Now this time he'll look to throw.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins.
This carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, but not much room to operate. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Open man, Boykin, he's got him. Touchdown, Baltimore. Miles Boykin.
His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Ravens add on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 41, Bengals 6. Justin Tucker to kick
Tucker
off.
now to kick it away following the touchdown.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
brings up
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they're going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
6. First down, Baltimore.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
This time, Griffin will throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Tucker's kick is good, but hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker, and if they did, that'll be a first down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. On the return, Phillips. Yard line.
Phillips on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
That's going to be a long day. 40's Mike. 40's the Mike. Check back. Check back. Mike 40. Mike 40. Let him know. Let him know.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Open man is Higgins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's taken in by Higgins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
Now 3rd down.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Strong left, strong left, strong hurry, 17, hurt. Check, crunch.
Burrow will throw. And now here is another interception. It's the rookie linebacker, Patrick Queen. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final score.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, a final win here means they'll finish off the regular season